Welcome to Shakespeare Full Circle, a journey of a circuitous nature into the mind of the Bard of Avon, or as you become more familiar, Uncle Will. I'm your host, Kari Marshall. Today we travel into the dark and murky world of malignant evil, deception, and a monster with a distinctly sickly hue. A journey to Venice and Cyprus for a tale of intrigue, racial tension, and a handkerchief. I am, of course, talking about Othello, which is dated sometime in 1604 and is recorded to have been performed in court in November of that year. The play follows the story of Othello, a Moor who has risen to the rank of general in the Italian army, who are being amassed to repel the imminent threat of a Turkish invasion fleet on Cyprus. Othello falls in love with a Venetian woman, Desdemona, and marries her in secret, which enrages her suitor Roderigo. Othello's right-hand man Iago, who is himself angry with Othello for overlooking him for promotion, decides to take revenge against the general by convincing Othello that his new wife is unfaithful. Shakespeare was very clever here with the structure of how Iago nudges Othello into a jealous rage, but constantly reminding him to beware a very specifically colored beast.
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy! 'Tis the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on.
The use of color here was not new to Shakespeare. In fact, aligning the color green with jealousy came up a few years earlier in The Merchant of Venice, with Portia referring to green-eyed jealousy. But what is interesting here is his new imagery of a monster that, once given seed, grows to consume its host, almost like a cancer. But why green? We have used color to depict or represent emotion throughout history, feeling depressed or blue or red with rage, or perhaps my personal favorite.
Where is he?
You're too late. He's gone.
He's gone, eh? Come out and take it, you dirty yellow-bellied rat, or I'll give it to you through the door.
But the use of green may harken back to the Greeks. They believed that emotions correspond to humors, and when they were out of alignment, as with jealousy or illness, the body produced too much bile, which would give the skin a slightly green tint. But back to our story. The final nudge comes over a handkerchief. Iago instructs his wife Emilia to take the handkerchief, which was the first present Othello gave Desdemona. Iago then places it where Cassio, the soldier promoted above him, can find it. He then uses this as proof of Desdemona's infidelity. And, spoiler alert, it does not end well.
Is he dead?
Had all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
Othello, driven into a mad, jealous rage, kills his wife before the deception can be uncovered.
Oh, drop it! Weep thou for him to my face!
Oh, banish me, my lord!
Help!
Just as a side note, that even though most people use jealousy and envy interchangeably, they are different. One deals with coveting what someone else has, and the other is fear over a possible loss. You are envious of your neighbor's new Tesla, but you are jealous if he takes your girlfriend for a ride. I mean, all that attention she is giving your neighbor should be directed toward you, right? But now we have taken Shakespeare's idea and transformed it into a phrase that people from many cultures almost universally understand: green with envy. It's also good to keep in mind that jealousy, though its original color has been stripped off through the modern usage, Shakespeare reminds us that the monster is still a monster, one that will, if not starved, grow and consume its host. Today's clips were from Franklin Melton's 1981 production of Othello, starring William Marshall, Jenny Agutter, and Ron Moody. Well, alas and alack, my friends, that's all we have time for. Join us again next time for another circuitous journey into the mind of Uncle William. I'm Kari Marshall. Farewell until next time. Shakespeare Full Circle is a production of WGTE Public Media. You can learn more and download all episodes at wgte.org/sfc or wherever you get your podcasts.